Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Profitability Power Hour. I am your income acceleration mentor, Wendy Y. Bailey. I'm known as, I'm so used to saying it in particular order that I got it wrong this time. I'm known as your income acceleration mentor. I'm a master business and sales coach. And the Profitability Power Hour is all about giving you some actionable content every week that's designed to help you to grow more profitable in your business. I tend to work, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a 16-year coaching veteran, and I've been around a long time. I've seen a lot of things. I've tried a lot of things. I've failed at a lot of things, and I'm pretty much an expert at being in the coaching business. I'm still here. My clients will tell you that my almost 16 years of experience really adds up and supports them and serves them in a big way, because I can see things that may be potential problems for them, hurdles for them, and help them avoid them in their own businesses. I work with coaches, speakers, trainers, consultants, emerging thought leaders, people who have a powerful voice in the marketplace, but they're not quite sure how to monetize that voice. And I decided I wanted to do this regular live stream TV show to talk about profitability on a regular basis. Now, over the next 10 weeks, I'm going to be talking about some of the top profitability strategies. I came up with 10, and so I'm going to go through each one of those 10 over the next 10 weeks. If you are joining me, go ahead, please, for the first time, share the video. I am streaming not just from my personal Facebook page, but I'm also streaming into 4 other groups as part of my Facebook presence. I'm also going to be downloading this and uploading it to YouTube so that people can watch it on my YouTube channel. If you want to connect with me anywhere, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, I'm Wendy Y. Bailey across all platforms. Wendy Y. Bailey across all platforms. So connect with me there, and you'll see the YouTube video of this replay come out. When you get here, again, share the video, let people know that I'm here. I'm talking about matters of profitability that will help you in a big way. I'm also going to give you a glimpse into some things I've got going on and see if you want to take advantage of some free opportunities to get support from me as part of this regular TV show. So thanks in advance for watching the replay. Thanks for being here if you pop on live. I'm here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and I'd love to see your shining face in the place. So hopefully you'll jump on and join me, put it on your calendar, know that I'm here, and join me. I'm usually not here more than about 30 minutes. And I love for you to be part of what I'm doing and share in what I'm giving you in the way of content. So I told you I'm going to be talking about profitability strategies. So I want to begin talking about these top 10 profitability strategies by talking about the art of repurposing. One of the best strategies you can use to grow your bottom line profits is to repurpose your content. Repurpose. You know how real estate agents always say to you, the thing that sets your property, the house that you want to buy, apart from everyone else's, or the property that you want to sell, is location. Location is what real estate people say. Well, in the coaching, speaking, training, consulting space, repurpose follows that same line of logic. When you are repurposing your content, you're always finding new and different ways to deliver it to the marketplace so that people can consume it in different ways. And the way that I like to put it is, think of how you're going to touch and connect with your most ideal clients in the marketplace across all of their senses. So it's got to be something they can see, they can hear, they can touch, they can feel. I don't know about smell and taste, but I want to make sure you really get that you can appeal to the senses when you start thinking of repurposing. Okay. And what I mean by that is if you can make it into a video, it can be an audio. If it can be a video and audio, it can be something in print that they can print and touch. If they can see it on video, see it on audio, they can print it. They can see it on video across different types of video. You can do it as a live stream. You can do it as a shorter video. An example, the best example I have of that is I came on early last year, 2017, and I did a live stream session called 12 Reasons You Should Be Blogging. It was an introduction to my blogging challenge that I was creating, and I wanted to show how easy it is to repurpose the exact same content. So what I did is I did the 12 Reasons You Should Be Blogging. That was one video. Then I did a video with each of the 12 reasons. So what is that? 1 plus 12, that's 13. I don't know if I can keep track of it, but that's 13 videos. Then I took those same 12 reasons and I chunked them into 3 reasons per video. So that was what? Another 4. So now we're up to 17 videos, all the same content. Then I took those 12 reasons, those 12 videos, 13, 14, 17 videos, all exactly the same content, and I wrote a blog post. So from that one bit of content, I created, what is that? 12, 13, 17. I created 18 different pieces of content from that same video just because I repurposed it. I love sharing that story, even though my numbers are off. I love sharing that story because I want you truly to understand how easy it is to repurpose content. Let me take it a step beyond that. From each of those 12 reasons you should be blogging, I created 12 social media updates. So that went on Twitter, that went on LinkedIn. From those 12 reasons you should be blogging that I blogged about in one blog post on my blog, I created a brand new blog post that was native to LinkedIn on the 12 reasons you should be blogging. So we're now up to about 20 different pieces of content, multiple platforms. Guess what? I could go beyond that and record a short audio for each one of those 12 reasons. So now I've got 20 plus 12 audios, all of those other kinds of content, that was 20. Then 20 plus 12 audios. Like I did with the videos, you can do the same thing with audios. You can take the 12, make it into bite-sized pieces, one in each of those, so you can start the cycle all over again just with audio. I see a trend right now of people doing podcasts. I've seen it for a couple of years now. And it's interesting to me because, you know, podcasting was something I saw enter the marketplace maybe around 2007, 2008. Something like that. So here we are 10 years later, and it's something that has gained a lot more popularity. And, you know, podcasting is something where people interview people come on and they talk about different topics. And the reason I think of blogging versus podcasting, this is my personal bias, is because I think when you are blogging, you get to share your personal perspective about anything you want. You get to talk about why something is good. You get to talk about why something is bad. You get to talk about the ups and downs of being an entrepreneur, doing the work that you do. You get to share, you know, highlights of your entrepreneurial journey. You get to talk about how movies, and this is one of the things I talk about, how movies can really bring something interesting to you as part of your entrepreneurial experience. Your blog is your hub for all other social media. So if you're finding yourself in a frenzy, looking for content and trying to be consistent across social media, start with your blog. Start with your blog. Again, I'm biased about other forms of media because I believe in the blog, and I struggle to blog too. Transparency. I struggle to blog too. I've got about 7 ideas for blog posts, probably more if I really were to count and look at my notes, but 7 that are top of mind right now. And I have to blog when I feel like it. I have to be in a mood to write to that degree. And don't get stuck on how you write the blog, because you can post those 12 videos I just talked about, or those 20 videos I talked about, in separate blog posts. So now you've got a ton of blog posts that you've created from repurposed content. But I believe that your blog is the hub for that. So if you think of your blog as a hub for that, I want to stay on topic, and you're thinking of repurposing what's on your blog, take a blog post, take a series of blog posts, and, compile them so that you create a book. My third book is actually going to be exactly that, where I compiled my top 30 blog posts, and, the editors organizing them in a sense so that they make sense from my blog post. I don't have to rewrite it. I don't have to write the book. It's blog posts that I've already written. Great content, great information. I'm taking it and I'm repurposing, and that is my third book. My second book will be out next month. I'm excited about that, but I'll tease you, but I won't tell you too much about it right now because I'm still working on it. But, repurposing information, whether it's from your blog or from anywhere else, is a great way to get your content out there and to not feel like you're always scrambling for content. The way that I tell people about content, I can always come up with new content. I can always be really creative and repurpose some content. Many of the top, for example, the 2018 top 10 profitability strategies that I'm going to be covering over the next 10 weeks, I repurposed that from a challenge that I did about profitability. I'm turning that challenge into a program. And, so it made sense for me to find a way to pull it all together in one place because I've delivered the challenge 3 times already. Again, it's turning into a program. That's another way of repurposing content. You take what you've created in some other form and create something different, but using the exact same content. I hope you've really heard me when I've talked about repurpose. There's a strategy that you go through to repurpose, and I'll give it to you here. The first thing you want to do is record everything. I record all of my phone calls, all of my coaching sessions. I love going back and listening to those things because I get nuggets that I can build content for and from. I love that. Record everything. The second way is to transcribe everything. I don't transcribe all of my audios. I transcribe the ones I know I'm going to pull content from. But transcribe as much as you have, as much as you can. There are lots of tools and resources out there for you to record and transcribe, because then what you can do is once you've recorded and transcribed it, you can literally take pieces of it and put it in different places. I have automated updates going to Twitter. And because I have these automated updates, and Twitter doesn't like for you to do it and they know it. So what you have to do is make sure that you're not repeating the same post within a 24-hour window. And from the way that I got those social media updates there is I started looking at master classes that I've taught. And I think and talk in terms of bullets. So every bullet in a masterclass presentation became a social media update. I didn't change it. I didn't dilute it in any way. Exact same content so that it made sense in a social media update, but automated so that that information is going to the marketplace. Yeah. Repurpose everything. And there's always a way to repurpose what you already have. And, I want to close out, and I know we're just 15 minutes in. I feel like I've been talking for a long time. I'm going to tell you about a couple of things, and then we'll close out. One of the things that more than 16 years in coaching has taught me is that you never throw away your content. Drafts, old teleseminars, coaching sessions, group coaching programs that I've delivered, any kind of handouts that accompanied that, any kind of highlights and testimonials and ahas and results that came from that. You don't throw any of that away because you can always use it as stories in your keynote presentations. You can always use it as notes for your seminars and workshops. You can always craft it into your system. You can pour it in as supplemental to a system or a strategy or methodology that you're already teaching. You've got the ability. Once you start creating content, to just keep building, just store it. There are tools out there. Some people use Dropbox. I like Box. Does the same thing. I track everything. I can see who's downloading what, not who, but as many times as it's touched. I can see the statistical data about it. So keep everything. So record everything, transcribe everything, keep everything, and then you can begin to pull from that when you need a topic, when you need content for something, when you want to create a new blog post and you're running out of ideas, when you want to add something to your program, if you want to share a new handout with your email list. Look at existing content that you already have, and what you're going to find is you've got so much treasured content already there. You don't have to recreate it. And if you're not new in your business and you want to begin the process of repurposing, same strategy. Begin recording everything, begin transcribing everything, and begin warehousing all of your content in one place so that it's always easy and easily accessible to you. Okay? Then you can actually pull from your warehouse to build content for anything. When I'm invited to do an interview, whether it's a live interview, a podcast interview, a telesummit, a virtual summit, television, whatever it is, I always, and they say, we want the topic to be around this. I go to my warehouse and I pull something out so I know what my talking points are going to be. I know what the topic will bear. I know how that's going to work. I encourage you to do those three things as part of your strategy for repurposing. And what you're going to find is your content will never end. Your ability to produce content will never end. Your ability to produce programs and systems and services and products will never end. Will never end. I started out, and I'm going to show you this. I started out this because I wanted to give my clients a snapshot. I'm saying two things at the same time. A snapshot of what it means to build group coaching programs. And, I started out, I said, I want to do something quick and easy for people to really engage around, for people to really plug into. And this was born from a program that I created, 33-minute sessions over the course of 7 weekdays. And I spent 33 minutes on the call. People were able to ask questions, to participate. I recorded it. I turned it into a digital product. Then I turned it into a physical product. Still available. Repurpose. It was a live program that I turned into a digital program that I turned into a live product, okay, a physical product. One more example of repurposing. In 2016, I had the awesome opportunity to connect with Dr. Marshall Goldsmith, who's the #1 executive coach in the world. He's one of the top 5 thought leaders in the world. He's a 15-time New York Times best-selling author. And I actually won a session with him at a conference I went to. It was an ICF conference, International Coach Federation conference, first coaching conference I've been to. And I went to it in 2016, and they did a drawing from the attendees to see who would win a luncheon coaching session with Dr. Marshall Goldsmith, and I won. Woohoo! When I connected with him, in my mind, I wanted to talk with him about the book that I was working on. I wanted to talk with him a little bit about my business and see if he had some insight into some things that might help me in my business. One of the things that he said to me when we talked about the book that I was working on at the time, I told him what it was about. I told him how I was working on it. And he said, you need to write a brand book. You need to write a brand book. And I was like, okay. And so after that, that was June of 2016. And I sort of marinated on that for about 6 months. And I was like, brand book, what is he talking about? Brand book, what's he talking about? Well, in the midst of that 6 months, I was actually creating and delivering brand new master classes. During the course of my training and everything that I was doing during the 2016 year to put my brand, my new brand that I launched, it reinvented myself at the end of 2015 and launched a new brand. I wanted to put my brand on the map. And in the course of doing that, I was doing lots and lots of master classes. By the time I got to September, I had already delivered 20 something master classes. I don't remember the exact number, but it was a lot. So toward the end of the year, as my grind that I was on during the course of that year sort of came to a slowdown and I got to kind of think more strategically about what I was doing, I was thinking about that brand book. And when I thought about the brand book, I said, where is that content for a brand book going to come from? Well, it was in all of those master classes that I had been teaching and hosting and delivering in the way of training and content over the course of 2016. So I went through my PowerPoints. I went through any scripts that I had created for those master classes. And that became, I picked out the 7 best chapters, the seven best master classes and the points that I could make in my book. And that became the 7 powerful practices for creating a highly profitable business, my very first book. It's a brand book named after my business, Business Beyond Limits, 7 powerful practices for creating a highly profitable business. I launched it in July. I published it in July. It became an international bestseller on Amazon. Love being able to say that in 3 categories, it became a bestseller, an international bestseller. The thing that I love is it was from repurposed content. I didn't rewrite a whole lot of stuff. I wrote around and put some of my own stories and made it a little bit more conversational than it would have been. And you know, it's a pretty cool book. It's I'll just tell you, without my stuff at the back, it is 117 pages. And I'm really, really proud of this book, really, really proud of this book. So when I talk to you about repurposing, I promise you it's going to pay off for you when you can consider the things that go into that. Record everything, transcribe everything, then warehouse your content. Find one place to store all of your content that you're producing so that it's always there for you to go through, for you to listen to, for you to pull out and do something new and different with it. Right? Love this topic. If you can't tell, I can talk about it a lot. There are 2 things I want to invite you to, and they're both free. The first thing I want to invite you to is to join me for Supersize Your Selling, the 7-day sales challenge for coaches, speakers, consultants, and emerging thought leaders. In the 7-day challenge, it's kicked off on Monday, the 19th of March, and it's going to run for 20 days. So you can join at any time within that window, and you'll still get the content over the course of 7 days. Every day after you confirm your email address, it's a double opt-in system. After you confirm your email address at supersizeyourselling.com to join the challenge, the day after your confirmation, you'll begin to get day 1 through 7, and it'll point you to videos for the challenge. I recorded videos. We're going to talk about the first day is all about ideal client clarity and your declarations around who you are and who you serve. The second is all about Oh gosh, why is it leaving my mind? Do you have the mindset of a sales leader? The third is about your fears. The fourth is about showcasing your value. The fifth is about, why is it slipping my mind? The fifth and sixth and seventh day are equally great. Can't remember. You're going to even go through some rejection therapy around hearing no in your sales conversations. I designed the sales challenge to give you support for those foundational skills and qualities and characteristics you want to have to be really successful at selling. And you'll be able to build from there. People who go through the 7-day challenge will be able to access, participate, join me in a content-rich masterclass where we'll kind of powwow about the challenge, what worked for you, what didn't work for you, and gaining a little bit even deeper skill around selling. So those are 2 free things that come out of it. There's a little free thing that's part of the sales challenge I want to make sure you know about. Actually, there are 2 more things I want to let you know about related to the sales challenge. I've designed, and this is kind of what I like to do with my content, and I love clients who find my hidden gems in the content. I like to put embedded content via links, access to other kinds of tools that will help you. One example is this. When you sign up for the free 7-day sales challenge at supersizeyourselling.com, you enter your email address, you click the confirmation link in the email to confirm your email address on that list, and it sends you to the top sales success tips. It's a download that you get. That's one little additional freebie. It's a nugget of content that I give you just for signing up. Now, and then you're going to get the content from the sales challenge. There are some embedded gems throughout the 7 days. And for people who actually sign up for the challenge, you get a 15-minute sales scripting session with me. 15 minutes, no questions asked. It's there to help you around selling and the language of selling in a big way. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 different little nuggets just from this free 7-day challenge. I said the webinar. I said the top sales success tips. I said the 15-minute scripting session. I said there's so much. There's an assessment that you go through. They're just all kind of goodies that you get for being part of it. So go to supersizeyourselling.com. I'm going to put it here. And remember to share this, supersizeyourselling.com. Remember to share this video. So, and share the love, supersizeyourselling.com. I'm Wendy Y. Bailey, known as your Income Acceleration Mentor. I'm a master business and sales coach. And I've been talking with you about repurposing your content. I hope repurposing your content never looks so easy for you. And based on it being easy for you, that you are looking forward to next Wednesday for the Profitability Power Hour. The Profitability Power Hour as part of this weekly talk show that I'm going to be sharing with you. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for watching the replay, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.